Black Sabbath guitarist Tony Iommi reflected on the band's Back to the Beginning performance and Ozzy Osbourne's death. We're all thinking it. The idea of a world without Ozzy Osbourne in it seems way off. However, as cheesy as it may sound, he'll live as long as we're celebrating his music and legacy. That legacy, of course, wouldn't be there without Black Sabbath, and even Ozzy admitted that without Iommi and his riffs, we'd be still sitting in f***ing rehearsal with our thumbs up our arses. This comes from a guy everyone knows as the Prince of Darkness, so you should take it seriously. Speaking to ITV after Ozzy's passing, Iommi said that both he and Sabbath bassist Geezer Butler felt like the singer only kept himself alive to do this one final concert on July 5th. "I think he really just held out to do that show," Iommi said. "I really feel, and me and Geezer were talking about it last night, that we think he held out to do it, and just after that, he's done it and said goodbye to the fans, and that was the end of it." Really? The Back to the Beginning show was also the last time Tony ever got to see Ozzy in person. In the bigger scheme of things, it paints a bittersweet picture. The Birmingham quartet that pretty much started the genre of heavy metal formed not far from where they played their final show. On top of that, the frontman passed away only 17 days after his final performance. Discussing the matter further, Iommi was asked whether he got the chance to hang out with Osbourne after the show, to which he replied, "Well, he went to his dressing room and I went to mine and Geez went to his and so on, and then he came over. He came around before he was leaving on a wheelchair that brought him in to say goodbye and have a little chat for a bit. And he seemed all right. He enjoyed it. And he said, 'Oh, it went all right, didn't it?' I said, 'Yeah, it did.'" You know, while you're preparing your tissues, Iommi also shared the final messages he exchanged with Ozzy. He continued, "But as I say, when I had the text off him the day before yesterday, saying he's tired and he's really got no energy, and I thought, oh dear, because it's a lot for him to do that under the problems he's got." And we could see it in rehearsal, Tony admitted. Now, we didn't want him there every day at rehearsal because it's too much. He just wouldn't be able to stand it. So they'd bring him in and he'd sit down and sing a few songs, and then we'd talk about some rubbish old times or whatever, have a laugh, and then he'd go. And that's sort of what we did, really.